What's going on, YouTube? Back at you guys again with another video. Today's video topic is the 6 things you need to do before you start selling on Amazon. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, my name's Garrett. I've been an Amazon seller for a year and a half now. I've been full-time for about a year and 2 months. I was able to quit my job after about 3 to 4 months of selling on Amazon. Before I got my start on Amazon, I was working as a package handler at FedEx. Am going to school full-time now. My full-time business is selling on Amazon, and I have a couple of different income streams as well. I do a little bit of real estate as well, but I wanted to make this video to kind of give you a little bit of a step-by-step structure that you are kind of going to need to figure out before you start selling on Amazon to ensure that you can have success on there, because without a plan, I don't really see you being able to have much success, right? You want to have a step-by-step plan, know exactly what you are doing, and just really have a broad idea of where you want to take your business, right? So the first thing you're going to want to figure out is figure out how much money you have to invest in your in starting your Amazon business, right? So maybe you have $100, maybe you have 1,000, maybe you have 5,000, maybe a few hundred, but you need to figure that out and then decide, okay, which business model is going to work right for me. Okay, so let's say maybe you have a couple $100, right? Then I'd probably recommend, retail or online arbitrage, right? But let's say you have maybe a few $1,000s, okay, then I would start getting into saying maybe the wholesale or private label is kind of the business model you're going to want to tackle. It's a lot, you can scale it a lot faster, a lot easier. Myself, I do private label. I just started doing retail arbitrage again, but I'm scaling that a different way. Doing mostly shoes because I just got ungated to sell shoes. So I actually just hired on 2 employees. I'm teaching them how to go out and source and how to prep shipments and stuff. So I'm kind of trying to make that as scalable as possible. But my main Amazon business model is private label. That's what I mostly teach on this channel. So if you're interested in learning how to do private label, make sure to subscribe. But the second thing you're going to want to do is, set a time schedule every week that you want to dedicate to the business. I think this is very important because without structure and entrepreneurship, I do see a lot of people tend to kind of put things off in a sense, right? So maybe you're saying, okay, I'm gonna work tomorrow, right? But let's say you go out tonight and you're not feeling too well tomorrow and you're like, I'll work the next day, right? You want to set a time schedule and stick to it, guys. Okay, so maybe you have a full-time job and you are going to dedicate 2 hours a day after your full-time job to go out and source products, or maybe you're going to dedicate the weekends. Whatever it is for you, whatever works best for your schedule to get you started is what you need to stick with, and you need to set a time schedule. Maybe it's 3 days a week, maybe it's every day of the week. Who knows, whatever you want to go after, but you need to stick to it. I preach stick to it, stay dedicated, and you will see results. The third thing I think you need to do before starting on Amazon is, again, pick a business model, right? And this has to do with your starting capital, right? So for private label and wholesale, I would say around 2,000 to 3,000 is ideal to get started. The more the better, obviously. But let's say you have maybe 500 to 1,000. I would say retail or online arbitrage is going to be the way for you to go. Okay, guys. And tip number 4, or the 4th thing you should do before getting started on Amazon is pick a niche, right? I think it's very important in each business model to pick a niche. For example, let's say you're going to start private label. Maybe you want to start a brand in the kitchen category, right? Stick to the kitchen products, okay? And then build out your brand in that niche, right? Let's say you want to do wholesale. Okay, which type of wholesale products do you want to get started with? Maybe it's supplements, right? So try to get as many accounts and wholesale accounts with supplement companies as you can. You don't want to be going wide when you first start. That's something you do as you scale, okay? When you're first starting, you want to start and pick a specific niche, okay? I'll give you some more examples with retail or online arbitrage, right? So maybe with retail arbitrage, you want to do books, right? Stick to that at the beginning and master it, okay? Once you master it and you start getting that going, then you'll start seeing more money come in, and then you can branch out, right? And the same thing goes with online arbitrage. Maybe do shoes, maybe do pick a specific niche that you want to tackle and then master it. Okay, guys? The fifth thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find inventory sources, meaning if you're doing private label, most people use Alibaba, right? So you're going to source your products from Alibaba, right? With wholesale, you need to find companies that you can set and brands that you can set up wholesale accounts with. So maybe you're in the supplement company, so you want to find distributors that sell supplements and set up a wholesale account with them, right? Or let's say you're doing retail or online arbitrage, right? You need to find stores that you are going to go to on a consistent basis in order to get your products, right? You need to figure out what's going to be your main inventory sources, right? So maybe it's Walmart, Target, thrift stores. I don't know what it is for you, but that's what you kind of need to figure it out and then master those places, right? Master sourcing those places, right? And the last thing is just put your head down and start grinding. Get to work. It takes work to be successful in the Amazon business or e-commerce in general. It's not as easy as all these people online make it seem like. It's going to take work. You are going to mess up. You might lose some money in the beginning, but you need to put your head down, stay consistent, and stay true to what your overall goal is in the future. Again, guys, I hope these 6 things that you can go step by step to kind of, before you get started, to kind of help you have a smoother transition into selling on Amazon. If this video helped you, be sure to subscribe. Join our Facebook group down below in the comments. It's completely free. Just a bunch of sellers in there. We all like to talk to each other. So if you're not already in there, be sure to get in there and leave me a comment on the videos you guys want to see in the future. Stay tuned.